you know.
So you did play
Yeah,
Hellblade when it came to Game Pass?
yeah, it was on
Yeah,
Game
I mean,
Pass. I
I
was like,
think
for sure.
I think that's another one that it's like it probably deserves to be there more than Outlaws. I hate to say it. Like I
Just
loved
the look at the
Outlaws.
production quality on it. Like it's like,
Yeah.
but like I'm saying, like this is what I feel Sony delivers on, and
Mm.
this is kind of Microsoft stepping into that. I think the thing that knocks against it is people, like say it's pretty short, but I'm like as an adult, I'm like that sounds great.
That's fine.
I can beat
Yeah, it's
it. I
totally
can beat
fine.
it in a week. Let's go.
I think it's like it's a little too full of itself as far as like, oh,
That's fair.
it's we're artists. I think we've
Yeah.
talked about this before.
All the
But
behind the scenes stuff, all the marketing, it was just
it's
like,
like, stop it. Just put the game out. Like, come
yeah,
on.
yeah,
Just make sure it's good, and people will talk about it.
exactly.
Yeah, no, I mean, I liked the first one, and I am excited to eventually play this. I think it looks, I mean, it looks fantastic.
Oh yeah,
I do kind of like the uniqueness of this combat. Some people were kind of dogging on it, but I think it's very unique and it's different, and it's intense because you're right there, you're
yeah.
right in it, and I like what they were able to do with that. I did it deserve to be there more than Outlaws. If I divorce myself from like my bias and the fact that I think it's funny that Outlaws is there and I just like that game, yeah, I think so. And so did Banishers. God,
Yeah.
Banishers got screwed. I tell you what. But yeah, man.
In
Oh,
terms of, do you think we'll win? Do you think anything besides
Astro.
You think Astro? Yeah, Astro definitely has a shot at taking that if it doesn't
Silent
take
Hill's
the
a dark
Cowboys.
horse. Silent Hill. A lot of people like that Silent Hill game, and I'm
Silent
really
Hill
glad
2
that
is
that
my
happened for them.
favorite Silent Hill back in the day. I just as I gotten older, I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to be scared. I'm scared of everything else. Like I'm
Yeah.
I got kids that run around and I'm like, all right, we got to watch out. Like make sure they don't get hurt. All right,
Tell
let's
me,
jump
tell me about
into.
Black Myth, Brian. Tell me what's so good about Black Myth
Dude, it
Wukong.
is first and foremost, like it's so interesting to kind of get into Chinese mythology because that's something very new. But the story, the characters, the combat, the boss fights, it's fun. It also doesn't rely on parry, so it's all about dodging, and that ends up being, I think, a really good time. And it's got some interesting things that are happening, and so a lot of it is experiencing it, new. It's obviously had a huge success story in terms of just people jumping in and playing it. We know over 10 million units sold for it, and I know that sales numbers doesn't necessarily constitute, a game of the year, award, but I think it got a lot, and it's interesting because it got a lot of pushback based off of like bad translations on something, and then all of a sudden there became a narrative that like this game and the developers are horrible people, but then I don't know, like they just made a good game, and I'm having fun.
Is it really better than the other four games here? Like honestly, because it's in the game. It's game of the year nominated, and the other four aren't.